Hello, Nokomis neighbors. Nate Lansing here. Welcome to 2021 and welcome to video number 1 of my new video series addressing frequently asked questions that I get day to day working in the real estate business here in the Nokomis area. So today I wanted to cover something that really applies to today's market, and that is how to buy and sell a home at the same time. It's quite a pressing issue these days with such high buyer demand and low inventory. So I get this question a lot, how to navigate this process. So I'm going to work through some couple of options for you, try to address some pros and cons of each, and hopefully this will help you decide what might work best for your situation. So the first way to buy and sell a home at the same time is to use what you already have in savings. So if you're financially able, you tap what you have in your current savings and use that as a down payment for your new home. It's probably the simplest way to handle this problem. If you're financially able, it's something I would recommend looking into or doing. There's not a lot of the pitfalls of some of the other options that we're going to go through here in a second. The second option is to make the purchase of your new home contingent on the sale of your current home. What that means is basically you won't proceed with the purchase of the new home unless your current home sells. Some pros to this situation is that you don't have to worry about completing the sale of your home. You won't be stuck with two homes, I guess I should say. It's an easy way to transfer the equity in your current home into your new purchase. There's not a lot of these extra things you need to do. The biggest con with this method is that because there's so much competition out there right now with other buyers, sellers are a lot less likely to accept a contingent offer. It's much more risk to them. If for whatever reason your current house is unable to sell, then they won't be able to sell their home to you. So it's a lot more risk to them. There are a lot more buyers out there right now who don't have contingent offers. So it's much more advantageous to them to accept something that's less risky and not take your contingent offer. So that's a con to consider when you're trying to complete this buy-sell process. Another option is to just go ahead and sell your current house first. As far as financially, that is a desirable way to go. You can just roll, your equity of your current house into your new one. The biggest problem with that is that you are going to be homeless. You need a temporary place to stay after you complete the sale of your first home and complete the sale or complete the purchase of your next one. You will be homeless. So if you have an option, you have family or friends or someone that you may be able to stay with for a while you're completing your purchase, that's an option for you. Another thing to consider is when you're homeless and living in somebody else's house, you may feel pressure to buy something quicker. So if you use some of these other options, you may not feel that pressure as much. The fourth option that I came up with here is to use a home equity line of credit or another home equity type of loan product to access the equity in your current house, which can then be applied to your purchase. Nice option for this is you can use the equity in your own house without selling it. You don't have to do contingent offers. You won't be homeless. You can take your time a little bit finding something. So those are all pros of going through this. And I've had many clients do this. The biggest cons or the biggest things to know using this process is there are closing costs associated with opening a HELOC. They're typically not too much, but there are costs associated with that. And the biggest downfall for this is, there is the risk that your current house won't sell. So you could be stuck with, looking at 2 mortgage payments and a HELOC payment after you move into your new house. Now, this isn't too big of a worry right now. I mean, there's so much buyer demand that the house you're currently living in will most likely sell and sell pretty quickly. But it is a risk you need to keep in mind if you're thinking about going this HELOC route to, move into your new home. So those are four of the main options for you if you are looking to buy and sell at the same time. If you have any specific questions about either of these options or what's going on in the housing market right now, please feel free to reach out to me. Also, I'm going to plan on doing these frequently asked question videos, once a month at least, maybe more. So if you have any other topics you'd like me to address in a video, please send me an email or reach out to me, and I'd be happy to do a video about that as well. So I hope everyone is having a good beginning to 2021, and I will be back soon with some more information. Bye, everyone.